All right. Welcome to a very quick hitting edition of the Dallas Stars pregame show. The Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knight pregame quick hit. Got my boy in the building, CJ of the Elevate Podcast. What's good, CJ? So just a few quick notes here, as I only got a few minutes here. Again, Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Today is Saturday, April the 8th, the day before Resurrection Day. So let's just hope that nobody needs resurrecting after today's contest. We got an early puck drop at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The Dallas Stars are coming off a very impressive 4-1 victory over the Philadelphia Flyers on Thursday. And being in Dallas, you know that anytime you get a victory over any Philly squad, we're going to take it. So again, they dominated with a 4-1 win on Thursday. Never really was a contest. Again, the Central Division title is still within reach. Both teams have over 100 points in the Western Conference. The Dallas Stars, being in the Central Division, are in a three-way race with Colorado and Minnesota, and Vegas leads Edmonton by 3 points. Again, they're in the Pacific Division. Both the Pacific and the Central are in the Western Conference. So it's a very fascinating situation in that there are 6 teams in the Western Conference that have over 100 points. So as a result, there's going to be no easy series in the playoffs. And if you've not experienced playoff hockey, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Okay, Jason Robertson, again, a.k.a. Robo. One of the things I love about hockey is the fact that they give out nicknames like they're going out of style. So you got Ottinger, who is our goalie, star goalie, Phenom. And that obviously based on his last name, he goes by Otto, which I gave him the nickname the Dancing Otter because he often stands on his head. Well, what does standing on his head mean? Well, in hockey, when a goaltender is having a phenomenal game and he's stopping everything that's coming his way, he's doing the splits on skates, he's catching stuff midair, he's using his stick, he's doing everything he can to stop pucks from entering the goal. That they call that standing on his head. So because his nickname is Otto, and because they call it standing Otto. But Jason Robertson, again, aka Robo, he goes by, continues a phenomenal season. He had 2 more goals on Thursday. That brings his point total to 102 points this season. Congrats to Robo for breaking Mike Modano's all-time point scoring record for a single season since the Dallas Stars have moved the franchise to Dallas. So again, to break Mike Modano's record, who is arguably not very much of an argument, but the best Dallas Star in Stars history. So again, congrats to him. That is for sure Big D energy. The Stars also clinched a playoff berth with their win on Thursday. Again, now they are pursuing the best seeding possible. Again, I would have to think that home ice advantage would be key because you have 6 teams in the Western Division with over 100 points. So if you can get better seeding, that's going to be key in trying to advance because, again, there's going to be no easy series here. We are looking for a playoff atmosphere here tonight. The Stars and Vegas Knights have always had, a little testiness between them. Peter DeBoer, I believe, used to coach for the Vegas Golden Knights. And again, they have over 100 points as well. Now, the Stars, let me just double check my notes. The Stars have won 3 consecutive games against the Golden Knights and have earned points in 6 of their last 7 against them over that 7-game span. Again, and that's courtesy of Stars PR. So again, they've won 3 consecutive, and let's hope it be a third. Okay. Again, this season they are 2-0, 2-0 versus Vegas. No power play goals. That's very interesting. Neither team has scored any power play goals in the two games. So let's see if that changes tonight. So we're looking forward to a fantastic fantastic contest tonight on ice for Rope Hintz. Again, he did not skate this morning. He has a lower body injury. When you're dealing with hockey, they're not going to give you the specifics. They're going to basically say a lower body injury or an upper body injury. It is a rare specifics. The talented Rope Hintz may not be there this contest against the Philadelphia Flyers. So see him tonight. Max Domi with a trade deadline acquisition forward. He leads all Dallas Stars skaters with 12 points in 14 career standings. 14 career games against appearances against the Golden Knights. All right, let's see what we got here. Comment from a viewer. Again, I can't see your name. You have to give Facebook permission to be able to display your name. And he goes, I remember first moving to Colorado in 95 and learning about hockey because the Colorado Avalanche were in their first year and they were playing the Dallas Stars. Missed those Mike Modano and Ed Belfour days, absolutely. Unfortunately, most of our people won't give hockey a chance. It's actually pretty cool. That is 100% correct. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm actually trying to develop a relationship not only with the Dallas Stars, but also with the NHL in general to try to bridge that gap between their game and our community, because I think it's a fantastic game. And the intensity of playoff hockey is unmatched in my opinion. Playoff hockey is bang. So and the Colorado Avalanche and the Dallas Stars have a history. Again, both of them being in the Western Conference, we've played them several times, and like I said, on occasion that can get very heated between the two. Okay, that's Galen. What's up, Galen? That's homeboy out of Garland and whatnot. So hockey. Again, I promise you, again, I'm trying to get with the NHL. I'm trying to get with the Dallas Stars. If we can get our numbers up to try to start getting some tickets to give out to some of our viewers so they can go check out their first hockey game. But I promise you, in fact, I liked hockey for a long time before I actually went to a game. I went to my first game in Boston where the Stars played the Bruins in October of 2021. And it was a fantastic contest, fantastic environment. So my love of hockey grew from there. And now getting the opportunity to cover the Dallas Stars, again, it is just cranked up a notch. So can't wait for this one to get going. Jamie Benn, he's had a very good season. He has 6 points in his last 6 games against the Golden Knights. The Stars have scored 6 goals in the season series, with each goal recorded by a different skater. Okay, so again, Jamie Benn, Ty Dellandrea, they share the team lead with 3 points each through 2 games this season. Goaltender Jake Ottinger has made both starts against the Golden Knights, stopping all 27 shots he faced for a shutout on January the 16th before stopping 41 of 43 goals. 41 of 43 shots. 41 of 43 shots in a shootout win on February the 25th. So again, this contest ought to be a very spirited rivalry. I don't look for either team, even though they have 100 points and have virtually secured a playoff spot. I know the Stars have clinched theirs. I don't look for them to be taking a night off, an afternoon off, should I say. In fact, they may even be very excited because this is an afternoon game, which is unusual, and that means they're going to have the night off, So maybe I can run into one or two of them at the shake joint. You hear me? All right, we got another comment here. Why do you feel like our community doesn't gravitate toward hockey? That's a great question, CJ, and I believe my answer, and it's my opinion and my opinion only, I believe it is because hockey is a game, number one, that has not been played traditionally in our communities, although one, God, his name is Willie O'Reed, I believe. He, believe it or not, is one of the greatest hockey players of all time. He was a black guy, a black man from Canada, and he lived in the town Nova Scotia. Okay, the black people invented that game in Nova Scotia. So that's another reason why it is a pity that our community is not watching this game that we created. So if you Google that, Nova Scotia and hockey and who created hockey and stuff like that, you'll be able to see photos and things of that nature from all black hockey players and things of that nature. So again, this is a game that we, from its inception, were very heavily involved in. Unfortunately, in America, there are not a lot of communities locally that our community can get involved in hockey. Number one. Number two, black folks don't like cold. And right now, it's cold in this arena, okay? So you got to be sweatered up when you come in. So that's another thing. And we don't, I mean, think about it. How many of us figure skate, or skate, ice skate, should I say? So there are just some things that just doesn't lead to a big contingent of our people being naturally drawn to hockey. Uh, but like I said, I think if they give it a chance, they will. They will love the sport, because it's a fun game. It's fast paced, not a lot of dead time. It's a lot of action, and this is a sport where they let you fight. They'll end up breaking it up eventually, but if you want to drop the gloves and go at it, the referees are going to stay out of it for at least a good 60 seconds and let you get at it, and then they'll come in and break it up. But this is one of the few sports left that you can actually, see some fisticuffs. Let's see. CJ said, "I've never been to a hockey game. The only thing I know about it is ice. It is hockey. Will let you scrap if you got beef. That's right. Yeah, what I was just mentioning, it will let you scrap. So it's a fantastic game. It's not a bad seat in the house. In fact, this is one of the events that where you can really get a seat in the nosebleed, so to speak. The upper levels, and you still. In fact, I kind of like that vantage point better. In fact, the press box is up above the upper levels in the American Airlines Center. So our vantage point, which I'll post some pictures of that later, our vantage point is up, and I like watching the game from this vantage point. So again, my point is that you don't have to spend a lot of money on the ticket. Get you an upper level ticket on the front row of the upper level, and I promise you'll be able to see everything. You'll be able to follow the puck, and you'll get into it. And Dallas has a good squad this year. They won a title in '99, which was a very entertaining series. There's a controversial goal that won it. The people of Buffalo, because that's who we wanted against the Sabres, still argue to this day whether the stick was in the puck. The stick was in the crease. The skate was in the crease. Because there's a little area around the goalie, the goaltender, that you can't be in whenever you're scoring a goal, and it's called the crease. That's his little area. And so some say that there was a skate in the crease during that goal, and I believe it was Brett Hull that scored that goal. And Brett Hull is a Hockey Hall of Famer, played here in Dallas. In fact, as Galen mentioned earlier, I think he said something about missing Ed Belfour and Mike Modano, and they were all on that squad. So, again, hockey, fantastic sport. Let's see, Galen said that the former Dallas Maverick, Papa Jones, has two sons in the NHL that put his kids in hockey instead of basketball. Love it. But the thing we need to do is to try to introduce people to hockey in the playoffs. Oh, most definitely. It's two different things than the regular season. You're 100% correct, sir. There is nothing like playoff hockey. In fact, when Ben came to his first game a couple of weeks ago here at the American Airlines Center, Dallas Stars against the Pittsburgh Penguins, he was literally on the edge of his seat. And being in the press box, members of media, we are not supposed to cheer for one team or the other. We're supposed to remain impartial and do not react to anything that takes place on the ice. And that is one of the hardest things to do at a Stars game. So again, Dallas Stars versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Again, Dallas has 100 points and is in second place in the Central. Vegas has 106 points and they're first place in the Pacific. So both have had very good last 10 games. Dallas, I got to wrap it up. Dallas is 6-3-1 in the last 10, and Vegas is 7-1-2 in the last 10. So again, I appreciate you all for being a part of this one. We will be getting underway very soon. If anything fascinating takes place during the game and I feel the need to write an article on it, I will do that. But other than that, we appreciate you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on a The Stars pregame show. Appreciate you.
There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. 4 men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
Live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.